Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Let's not do it that way. Let's just leave it at the books. We will leave it at the books. This is Love versus Senor Yaps. We haven't even decided what we're going to be doing today, actually, now that I think about it. What else do we have? We have Ron Hay in the mix. Looks like we have a head-to-head coming up. How many games have I played with Ron Hay? 548. And he's plus 52 at the moment. And I don't think I'm getting any closer. Where are the weaknesses? Where are the weaknesses? Quite like this option here. Of seeing the analysis board versus the actual board. Charles numero uno, play Nerding Geek. We'll check it out. Who's going to finish first? I don't think we have much of a choice in this occasion. Why is our king not safe? Who has the safer king?
Kingslayer Sloan said, won around $40 on the UFC today, but when we doing the cast, John?
We're gonna do it tonight, obviously. We have to do it tonight. Last night I had lessons piling in when I thought I wasn't going to have. When yesterday morning I didn't think anyone had checked in, so I thought I was actually going to have a Saturday evening to myself. It did not happen. Can't fault having lessons, though. That's how we pay the bills, Roken. There we go. Kingslayer Slow. Ladies and gentlemen. And the French Bishop chess cast. It will be an Olympiad edition coming up. Not entirely sure why the opponent's allowing this, but queen to b6. I see. Queen f7 might need to be played.
Said, gotta pay the bills.
Yeah, you gotta pay the bills, indeed. You can't allow queen h5 check. That's the opponent's big idea. Therefore, can we play? Queen h5 check in life is getting very difficult. He is not looking at his opponent's big idea. The king is going to be on the d file. The bishop is coming in. Yeah, queen f7 was forced. And now even knight takes d5 will work. Queen takes f5 check. It went from bad to worse. Is there any way to hang on to the knight? No. Bishop to g3 check after that. Oh, he's going for rook takes d5 check. Gods. King c8. Maybe an only move? Is this true? King to c8. And then it still doesn't matter. We can still play knight takes d5, knight takes d5, queen takes f5 check. I'm expecting bishop to g3 for the crowd. Yeah, and all because black did not play queen to f7 to prevent queen h5 check. That was the opponent's big idea. Don't think about what you can do to your opponent. Be aware of what your opponent can do to you. Alright, analysis board. We're just going to check our openings for a moment. Good. And now, all set. So as white, we're way ahead on e4, so we may still be playing some d4. Knight f3, knight f3. I feel like we should still be playing some knight f3, but we went over yesterday, ironically. Indexing 72 other players first, though. Fine. We will cross our fingers later. And the moment of truth. Whoa. What in the world could this be all about? Takes. Oh, I had to do it before the bishop. No, I couldn't do it before the bishop. Can I? Check. Check. Wow. I may or may not. I may or may not have blown it here just a little bit. And now for something completely different. Bishop takes, knight takes. Bishop takes, pawn takes. So have we sacked 2 pawns?
Kingslayer
Let's pretend like we haven't done anything wrong.
Anyway, John Love, ya gotta pay the sleep rent.
You do you? I'm gonna keep up the threats. If we can keep up the threats. This is quite incredible. I believe I have. Really? But now the knight can move, right? In theory, that knight can move. But can it? Can it really move? Are the weaknesses? Alrighty. So let's do some accounting here. We're down 1 pawn. We're attacking a rook for free. A bishop, a queen. And is this going to solve his problems? Is it? I think I have to take. Going to step into the corner since our queen is going to be on f6 anyway, right? Bum 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 bum. He doesn't have any time for slow maneuvers here. You have to keep everything according to plan. We're just gonna keep threatening to threaten, that's all. Just threatening to threaten, no big deal. And now rook to d8. Or check. Oh no! You have that move. That's a bummer. Can't believe you had that. I thought I was covering that for some reason. I really did think I was covering that. But we have everything in the mix except for our rook on h1. I can only apologize to the rook on h1. Everything in the mix. So he played and now for something completely the same? Wow, what a blow up. And I played it so badly. All right, let's finish editing that clip of the weaknesses that I had talked about. What's the other player's big idea? They're not playing to help you win. All right. So is that going to be good enough? Let's see if I can hear it. I need to pause the music for just a moment. What do you think? To finish editing this speech thing in the background, I need your help. I apologize. Pause. That was the opponent's big idea. All right. One more time. You can do to your opponent. Be aware of what your opponent can do to you. Because black did not play queen to f7 to prevent queen h5 check. That was the opponent's big idea. Don't think about what you can do to your opponent. Be aware of what your opponent can do to you. Because black did not play queen to f7 to prevent queen h5 check. That was the opponent's big idea. Don't think about what you can do to your opponent. That's terrible. Be aware of what your opponent can do to you. Because black did not play queen to f7 to prevent queen h5 check. That was the opponent's big idea. Don't think about what you can do to your opponent. Be aware of what your opponent can do to you. Do this again. Because black did not play. Turn that one in some more. Because black did not play queen to f7 to prevent one more time. Check. That was the opponent's big idea. Don't think about what you can do to your opponent. Be aware of what your opponent can do to you. Because black did not play queen to f. If I managed. Because black did not play queen to f7 to prevent queen h5 check. That was the opponent's big idea. We'll post this one up in just a moment. Don't think about what you can do to your opponent. Be aware of what your opponent can do to you. Because black did not play queen to f7 to prevent queen h5 check. That was the opponent's All right, looks idea. Good. I apologize, everybody. We can feature that clip. Don't think about what you can do to your opponent. Can I really share this on TikTok? I don't think so. Because black did not play queen to f7 to prevent queen h5 check. That was the opponent's big idea. How are we doing here? Senor Yaps? To your opponent. Be aware of what your J Love can do to you. Because black did not play. How can I pause? I need to share. Copy link. For those of you who were wondering what I was just working on, that was the almost finished clip. Hopefully it comes out well. I'm going to check it in just one moment. Check. What can we do? Are we exempt from any further checks? I think we are. Will this check be enough? Or will this check be enough? Or do we need to play h5, h4 as well? Ron Hay is trying to coordinate his queen and knight against J Love's position. Sending the draft to TikTok. Threefold repetition? Oh, was it over then?
What happened?
So wait just a moment here. So in this particular position...
Where am I?
Oh, the pawn's about to queen.
Am I alive yet?
Is that the story? There's no way to try to win, huh? I don't know about that. I feel like there should be a way to try to win. So in this position, I guess not. Knight d2 check. Knight to G3 check worth a try? Doesn't change anything, right? There's no time. There's just no time for that, right? Charles numero uno. He won that. Wait a minute now. Let's see something here. Oh, white's time out. Where is the next one? Wait just a moment here. Could have sworn that Charles was suffering here. Oh, because it was the game before last. Let's see. So Charles is black. He plays the Kokon, and he didn't follow through. Oh, he's by Chad. He has to stop playing for these Rosen trophies. You do not get any credit if you don't win. So you have to choose your opponents carefully. The number one rule for playing openings like that is choosing your opponents carefully. Yes, you're giving your opponent a chance to win. But on average, you also have to really respect your opponent to the best of someone's abilities. Wait a minute now. F5 is the best move. Black problems here. Quite incredible. And at long last we should get castled. This is our chance, right? And this causes us some problems. Because now all sorts of things falling. Rook to C8 has to be considered. Knight F4, Queen F7 is almost the only move. Because of that, like, if you do play Queen F7, yes, this will fall. But our king will be safe.
Coffee time.
Feeling that we can actually survive this. It may not be easy, but we might actually be able to survive this. Ron, yes, coffee time indeed. We are playing. We're answering with this Sicilian. What do I wish to do with him? Cannot make up my mind. Now, knight to b4. Knight to e5. Queen to b6. Let's go with this way. Let's roll the tape on this one. Do I wish to? We're just going to keep developing. Really? You're going for that one, are you? Maybe you're right. Maybe I did get a little carried away. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. What do we have here? A full minute advantage on the clock and a little less coffee than our opponent. Alrighty, so this, that, and the other thing. How is this going to work? Bishop, knight, bishop, knight. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of a heave-ho here. And oh no, maybe we're not threatening anything. Just maybe we're not threatening anything, right? No. Takes. Put this rook into the game. Because we must put this rook into the game. Check, 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 check. Hopefully he has more weaknesses than we do. 5 to 5. Was it the wrong rook? It could have been the wrong rook. Rook to c5 could have been the wrong idea as well. We're gonna have to go back and rethink ourselves on a lot of these things, right? Bring this a little closer. Just because it can be a little closer. That is the question. And now... check, check. Oh, I see what you're up to. Yes. And now at long last, rook check, rook moves. Should we? Is this a threat? You're right, it might be a threat. It may well be a threat. Very ugly endgame. And now... now we're running for it like crazy. So... how does he guard everything? He did manage to guard more than I expected him to. This knight is very far away. Let's see here. Bishop takes. Can I do it that way? That looks very cool. That looks so cool. That move is just too cool. Alright, maybe it wasn't that cool. Maybe it was not that cool. Alright, it wasn't that cool. Did I have time to do anything else? Knight takes. I need to protect everything, don't I? Well, I can't do it. I honestly cannot do it. And I lose. Just when I thought I had a cool move, I didn't actually calculate it out and see what the opponent's big idea would be after I played it, right? That was the theme of today's dojo in general. What is the big idea? What is the opponent's big idea? Big idea. I was threatening something at least. Oh no, I can't guard it? Is that true? Is that true? Oh, that's a bummer. Alright, let's just get it moving. We're just gonna get it moving. Yep. We're working on it, folks. We're just working on it. God, I had such a nice game. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. I feel like it's coffee time, but I can't afford to take a break. Yeah, I can take a break. Coffee time. Coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Coffee. We'll be back. We're going to watch Nerd and Geek versus Ron Hay. This is a battle made in heaven. Ron, it's your turn, sir. I know you went for coffee, but... got too many sets of slippers up here. I can't bring any more sets of slippers. Let's move these to this side. I keep putting them under my desk so I don't see them. Offers field today. Ron! Dude! Your turn, man. There he is. All hail the president.
Wandering alone, nowhere else to go, trying to find all by design, feeling all this power, reckless and devour, traveling the sound, never backing down. wanting to find more. Wandering alone, nowhere else to go. Trying to find all by design. Feeling all this power, reckless and devour, traveling the sound, never backing down, wanting to find more.
See, these guys are still playing. Whew. Ron Hay and Nerding Geek.
Everlasting light, sitting by your side.
We'll check out the major area first. We got Charles Numero Uno versus Senor Yaps. And this was a Karokan. Whoa, that was not appropriate. Self-pinning moves are never appropriate. In fact, it's a double pin primarily because there's a rook and a queen behind it. So now we have to really be careful. There doesn't seem to be any way, thanks to this knight, to be able to take advantage of it. But soon there will be. Are we overworked? That's a good question. Is there a good discovery in order to fork? No, because this knight can always leave the premises. This looks forced. Really? I was thinking we should probably throw in knight takes d7 on that one. But maybe not. Just to get all of our pieces developed. It does seem like a good attack is raging. Let's not get too careless here. There is a threat. There is a threat of knight takes c3. Knight takes c3, knight takes c3, bishop takes d4 check, king moves, bishop takes c3. And there's also bishop takes a4 in the works. The Senor Yaps does have some stuff brewing. Seems safe to recapture. Let's see what we have here. PGPS Blue tomorrow. Not sure if that was necessary. Knight takes c3, bishop to h6, bishop to g5, bishop to h6, never too late to double rooks. Or to put a rook on the F file even. Probably even better. Could be time to strip him. But how to get even more going? There's not always a tactical solution here. Queen to g5. Oh, we don't want to lose that, so we have no choice but to play Queen f3. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we accomplish nothing here with this move. I don't think we accomplished anything. We have to go back and keep continually guarding. But I was thinking that if we could have gotten rook to h4 and queen to e3 or queen to d3 in any way. But it doesn't work. Let's trade queens and take the free pawn. Oh no, trade queens, take the free pawn. And I think it's almost a free knight. We're taking a second free pawn as well, by the way. Could be time for c4, but I don't think so. Not yet. Just keep mounting the pressure. Bishop to b3. d4, c5. Or is that a good move? He has knight e4 in the interim. So c5. Rook has to move. We have a weak back rank, so we have that covered with Queen D1. Debating whether or not it was worth it to play Rook takes first. I'm a little worried about knight to e4. Queen to f4. Rook takes to e6 as a free piece. Or is it? So now we have rook takes e4. It is a free piece. It was a free piece, wasn't it? Yep. So we knew that it was a free piece before we played Queen f4. We allowed taking advantage of pins. I was actually thinking that we could get the rook on d4, but the queen takes. Yeah, now Queen f4 was not thought out very well. The opponent's big idea was to remove the defender of the rook on d5, so you didn't have much of a choice there. You had to sack the exchange. In that position, there was no choice but to sack the exchange. So this was quite energetic by white in this black Martimer. I've played this quite a number of times. We're at 262. We need 20? No, we need 10 more. I would like to round out my e4s and d4s so that I don't have to play them again. There's no computer analysis on this one. Neither of these players request a computer analysis when they're done. What is wrong with that? Yeah, Queen e5 check we knew to be a lemon. Black had a better knight. A safer king. Who has the safer king? The goal of every combination. Of combinations of tactics is to reach a better endgame. Secondary goal is often a mating attack. I'm working on my wording here. The primary goal of tactics and combinations of tactics is to reach a better endgame. Can't say that enough. Now, I don't know if I would check. Don't check in the end game. Resist checking in the end game, if at all possible. G4 can be played now, maybe. Oops, and someone promotes first, but someone promotes with check. Oops. And now Ron Hay has taken over. Wow. Ron Hay has taken over because of that bizarre capture of the bishop on f3. Incredible. No, we don't need to block. You needed to move your king to a square where there was no more checks.
Mad Geek Chess.
You need to walk toward.
Smoke M if you got M.
That's why we're on a mature channel, sir. Mad Quick Chess, MQC. How are you, man? Are you still in Vegas? I'm trying to remember where I saw you last. It's crazy, I can't keep up. Oh no, you were in you were at the tournament in, it wasn't Oklahoma, was it? Tunis? I can't remember. I can't remember anything from day to day anymore. It's great to see you, buddy.
Mad Geek Chess said, there were some Louisiana casino trips but local past 2 weekends.
Right, the Louisiana casino trips.
Mad Geek Chess.
You didn't get
said,
hit by the
Book Supernationals Hotel supposedly will be there in crazy shape.
Nice. You didn't get hit by the hurricane too poorly, I hope. Too badly, I should say. Yeah, you have to walk toward that king.
Mad Geek Chess said, no weather issues.
Ruh-roh. Is he running out of checks now? King to D8. King to E8. Oh no. We've given up, have we? Don't resist, don't give in. King H5. Don't give in. No, you didn't have to trade queens. What were you thinking? But obviously, Ron should be happy with the draw. Make sure I'm still in the mix. Senor Yaps. He likes to play the Carl-Con. We're gonna give him the old Dutch. We're gonna go Dutch on this one. Going Dutch on this one.
Matt Keek Chess said, anything new with you?
Oh no. I did book Singapore. At least I got Singapore booked. That much is nice. I'm going to keep all of my options open here. With the exception of the stone wall. Probably could have played that for the last for the stone wall if I wanted to.
Matt Keek Chess said, Singapore cool. I have debated, but a bit early in December for me.
Yeah, I'm going for the end of November for Thanksgiving. I have permission to depart the premises for Thanksgiving again. I did it for Dubai. I did not do it for Estonia because that was much later. That was a weird time of the year. I vaguely remember. That was like April, I believe. That World Championship took place around April. F2 is weak, ladies and gentlemen. I've done it to myself again. I needed to take at least once. But I have lost a pawn out of the deal. If our opponent chooses to get fancy. In any other circumstances, I'd be attacking a c4 pawn right now, maybe. And now for something completely different. How about something completely indifferent? I lost a pizza. No! I lost a pizza. I had to use the other knight. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention to which knight to use. So in this position, I had to use the other knight. First. And then I can evict him. but it is pretty treacherous, I have to admit. He always has bishop h3. So that was very awkward. Ruined my percentage with d5. I'm sorry, with f5. I've just really amazing performance with f5. It's going to go below 69% now. See if I can achieve a 69 in all openings. It's good for both of us. 69%. d6, not a chance. That would be pretty funny. If I were to achieve 69% in all openings. I was fooling around way too much here. Yeah, that was way too ridiculous. I should have just played a plain Stonewall. I deserved every loss. Every ounce of that loss. So after e4, I had a way to stave off the damages. Was it f4? Was it d5? d5. Stave off the damage with d5. Interesting, but xe4 gave up a pawn, and then knight on b to d stud with blunder. I had to play knight c4 first. Then knight b7. This time Singapore 50. I believe this is a light show by the Mandarin Bay Hotel. On this side somewhere. It's a light show in the Singapore Bay. The Marina Bay Sands. I guess it's been around for 50 years. Charles numero uno. How is he doing performance-wise? There was that very sad game with Senior Yaps, unfortunately. That was too bad. But I can't say that I did any better. Can I catch up to him? Will we have 9 rounds? We're not quite there yet. This looks very fatal. Even more fatal than it used to be. Check. How about that? We get to play check. How did Dirty Geek fall for that one? All of these moves seem very logical. That did not seem so logical, but it paid off. And now there's no save. There's just no saving on. mean that piece. So where is my... Let me just check the TikTok to see if that was possible. See if I succeeded in sending the draft to TikTok. Uh-oh. Do I have a lesson?
Is it true that you can pay extra money to hit it raw? Oh, yeah. 100%? Okay. I thought so, but... For 5,000 yen, you can hit it raw? You watch the debate this...
I can't open TikTok without having a whole bunch of stuff thrown at me. Let's see our calendar for a moment. Where is it? 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. 6:30. Alright, so meanwhile, let's take a quick look at J-Love versus Is Slogan. Slogan. Oh no! This is a slight danger here. Knight takes. The queen is guarding it. But he does have bishop takes. Queen check, and then bishop takes. So what to do? Prepare by moving the rook first, indeed. Now we get to scooch. We have to scooch, we don't have a choice. How do I get to my drafts? TikTok Studio? This is so bizarre. It says my latest post was... the Hans Niemann post. So hopefully we saved that bookmark appropriately. Let's see, J-Love. Is watching out for his opponent's big idea. I've got an idea. Yeah, that was a nice little thing, but we had to watch out for this one. It's just a pawn. Or is it? Rook takes c3. Ka-ching. No, rook takes c3. 2 pieces for a rook, right? Rook takes c3. Bishop g5. Bishop takes b2. Knight takes d5 check, winning the rook. No good. The rook takes c3 would have been nice. Let's hit that. Black's primary source of counterplay on the A file. Looking good. A little bit of exchanging going on. Now we've been slowed massively on that side of the board. Our lack of a bishop is going to tell, unfortunately. Knight takes. There's no reason to dilly-dally here. Thinking about getting fancy at all? He is thinking about getting fancy. The opponent says, please beat me the way you were supposed to beat me. I mean, you know it's bad when the way you were supposed to be beaten is far worse. We cannot move to the back rank because of rook h8 check. So we have no choice but to allow this pawn to be captured. Or give up a second piece when you have no chance of promoting. You could do that, or you could have set him up for bishop c3, which he still has. By the way, with the rook on b5, this check was pretty fatal. Not sure what that did. Followed by rook b8, rook h8 mate. Just in case you are wondering, bishop f6 wraps it up. Should wrap it up. No. Takes an extra move. Rook to b8 was much simpler, right? Oh, it actually leads to a little bit of a different problem. Rook h2, in for a penny, in for a pound. He sees that the checks are running out. The check is no longer in the mail. He's hoping for, yeah, rook to b8 was the original method. Rook takes f7 was totally unnecessary. Michael Kaoli from the Philippines. I wonder if that's any relation to the young lady that was once married, who left us tragically. The young lady that was once married to Aronian. Absolutely stunning, young, titled player, Ariane Kaoli. I believe it was spelled very similarly. Singapore cool. Indeed. MQC. I didn't get that shout out, did I? I can't remember. It was so long ago. Plus, I don't see them in the speech chat. Gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay the sleep rent. Is he dabbling with the French? So A6. I don't think this stops me in any way. No, I don't think it's... Oh, it does stop me in that respect. That much is true. So for all this trouble, we only have achieved the additional advantage of being able to play b5 instead of b6, I think. Interesting. Something seems wrong with this picture. For some reason. Yeah, I believe that I have all sorts of stuff happening over there. I can't even picture it, but you can't solve the problem for me, Ron. That's not fair. I can't remember which one is which. Knight on G takes f7. Bishop takes f7. Queen h5 also looks extremely good. Bishop h7, knight h7, knight on G takes. Knight takes f4. We really didn't accomplish anything. Let's take the original line right by. So the original line would be this, bishop e7, knight f3, bishop d6, and I guess the primary thing that changed is to play a6. We do.
Pegasus sway.
And then we are...
Well done, John, it over. Pegasus sway. Said. It's over.
I'm sorry. But you shouldn't have resigned. I was probably going to find that continuation. I was playing knight on g takes f7 anyway. So this is just very unusual. Bishop to b4. I had come to the conclusion that I liked bishop f4 in many of the other positions like this at one time. Just that pawn has a get a5 right away. So c4a. This was not as good. Third best move. I didn't realize it stayed down for the duration. That's pretty cool. Knight to d5 had to be played right away. This knight and the queen are both hanging. And we're threatening mate in 2. So even if the queen had a square,
Pegasus sway. Said. 51 games left to 600 games.
And I have to win every one of them, buddy. I have to win every one of them. No, I'm not kidding. I'm joking. I cannot possibly win every one of them. I could try. This is the first step toward adoption. So Michael Kaoli. I just want to do some research on this last name here. This is a real Philippine last name. That was it. So it was spelled with an I. Yeah, she was tragically lost in an automobile accident, I believe, in 2020, pre-COVID. So when I saw Michael Kaoli's name, that's exactly where I went in my mind. Makati City. Chessarena.com. He's 44 years old, and she was 33 in 2020. So there is a chance, yes. Yes, she did have a lovely voice. I do remember that. I only saw her once. She definitely stood out. Did not talk to her, did not introduce myself. I I stay away most of the time. I love that you can go everywhere in chess. Especially now, right? Let's take a look at our record while we're at it. Whose birthday is it today? We could easily have him. I never thought about that. Berge, Østenstad. Let's bring him up. (1964). He just turned 60. Today is his 60th birthday. He's won more Norwegian chess championships than any other player, apart from Simon Agdestein, 8 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He played for Norway in the Chess Olympiads of 1984, 1990, and 2004. That is well before my time. Østenstad. We have Senior Yaps and Michael Keole, Theodore K, and Nerding Geek. We're going to go with this one for now while we check out Gothenburg. Oh, such a beautiful place. In fact, that is the first place that I ever played live poker. Right on the riverbanks in the government-run casino. And it is further from Norway than I thought. The train had broken down on the way back to Norway, so we had to take buses. Primarily Dutch trading colony. Alright, off of the Gothenburg routine and back to Berge. Pia Kramling, of course, playing in the Olympiad. Frode, good buddy. So he was 12? No. He was in his teens when I met him, so it was around the early 2000s. No, that's not true. 2010, 2011, so he was about 16 or 17 years old. He was an IM then. Espen, met. Jan Ludvig, met. Kettle, I don't know if I really met him. I have to look at his video rating system. Whoops. Sorry, we are looking at Senior Yaps. Use this button to go back. Not sure why we're looking at this game any longer. What happened to this position that we were... And then he promoted his pawn? Yeah. There's just no way to accomplish this. The Theodore K and Nerding Geek are still going. Norway's 6th international grandmaster. Apart from more than any other player apart from Simon Agdestein. So how many does Simon Agdestein have of Norwegian chess championships? Agdestein has won the Norwegian chess championships 9 times. Simon, by the way, is a much larger individual than you would picture here. He is a very big guy. He has me by a few inches. Let's see if it says 6'2". Maybe he only has me by 1-ish inch. But he has a chess career, a football career, and he was the coach of Magnus Carlsen. Page has not yet been created. So I've been to the sports academy in Norway. Magnus Carlsen has a classroom there. Yep, that's more along the lines of what it looked like. From the angle that I approached it, that was what it looked like to me. And we parked on that hill. Wait, NTG Barum. Maybe that's the one that we went to. NTG Hilo. No, that one I don't recognize. NTG Lillehammer. I wonder if that was the one where I went. Or if it was NTG... Yes. Football Barum. Let me translate. All right, basta. Let's leave it at that. Did not realize we could have such a lovely sidebar to this stream featuring the player whose birthday it is. Ruh-roh. Now how to stop everything. It's rook check, rook mate. So he gets a Rosen trophy for mate in 3. 1, 2. Guess he didn't see it at first. Bum, bum. Bum. Bulgaria. Welcome, Bulgaria, Theodore K. This stream is sponsored by Chess Informant. Encyclopedia ECC, I think, is the the Encyclopedia Chess Combinations, ECC. Earn GM norms and tactics. By the way, you can use forward chess to play through the variations, I believe, better. 54 books found. Sort by price, ascending. How about that? Wow, the Archangelsk Rue Lopez also here. Wow, well, we have to try to take the center before it gets away from us. Do I have to? We'll offer him a trade. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the lines closed, why don't we? Retaining our little bit of a grip on that center there. Just a little bit of a grip on that center. Wow. Takes. Let me hang on to this just for a little while longer. All right, you might have me here. I may not have much of a choice, but knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes. Fascinating. And this guy's not getting into trouble here in any way, shape, or form. Let's offer him a pawn. Offer him a pawn for his troubles. Offer him another pawn for his troubles. Wow. Do I have to worry about that? Bishop takes, knight takes there. Now to take or not to take? Bishop takes, bishop takes, bishop takes. 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 So now, 95. Do I wish to do it that way? There. Rook, king, takes. Whew, that was close. King and rook versus king and, or just bishop, actually. Nothing fancy going on here, folks. He has to get this bishop here to cover b2. Otherwise, He is going to lose. Lautrec. Just keep grabbing some space, folks. We're just going to keep grabbing some space. I still can't get a bishop and knight. Wait, I can. Bishop and knight mate? No, 2 bishop mate. That's what I need. Namaste, Theodore K. Namaste. I appreciate that opportunity to show how the 2 bishop mate is done. I was missing that. Massively missing that. I do appreciate it. Let's do some pretzel rocks, if I can. Game stations. I wonder if it's the chess station. Got to make sure that my settings are YouTube safe. In theory, they're YouTube safe, but apparently they're not Twitch safe, as it turns out. All right, Michael Keoli from the Philippines. It is a blessing, sir. Thank you so much. Nine times out of 10, I am facing the no, really. I almost don't even know what to say. I haven't seen a non-poison pawn variation in so long. Going for it. I'm going old school here. He probably never gets a chance for anyone to play this against him. Let's see what we have over here. Old wine and new bottles. How about that? As shown in the top left corner of your screen. So knight, do I want to play knight takes? This just seems strange. I'm going for it. There's something funny going on in this picture. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there is something funny going on here. There's something really, really funny going on. I can't quite grok it. Yes. So do I want to play check? Oh no! Touch move. Oh well. C'est la vie. No takebacks, everybody. No takebacks. C'est la vie. It's very sad. This is the first time, I have to admit, it may well be the first time that I've experienced these difficulties. We gotta keep up the pressure. Yeah, yeah. Well, for what it's worth, yes. Wow. Hmm. Hmm. It's tempting. But it got nothing. Yep. As long as I have a queen on the board, I have to keep playing. That was a tough one. That was unfortunate. So we have informant 150X up there. Just informant. How are we doing? We have one more game going. Am I really going to have a chance? Why is the opponent not moving? This is a 5-minute game, is Logan. Rook takes d4. Rook takes d4, bishop to g4, queen takes e5 check. Gotta give up this material. Both players, ridiculous. We're on move 13. They've managed to accomplish nothing for their pieces. I feel like they're college level computer program something or other. That's what it feels like. I like it a lot. Now that is a move. Now we're talking. We have to take on G5. We don't know. This is not going to get us into the mix of the Power Rangers. What in the world was this opening? Wow. Oh, of course. Black deserves everything he gets out of this opening. Had I known that Nerding Geek was going to play, but he doesn't seem to have any feel for sacrificing material. He's playing this opening, but he's not sacrificing material. We're going over to the white side on this one because Islokan needs to just make some moves. Check. Takovich. It's alright. Takovich and Rook H4. Or develop the rest of your pieces. No! There's some gambit. White did not develop 3 pieces. Wow. One of the first tournaments they've played in a while now. What was the last tournament that Islokan played? These casual games don't mean anything, by the way. When you just seek a game and you play a casual game, they don't really mean anything like tournament games do. So meanwhile, free pawn. Not e5, by the way. Probably the simplest move is just knight c3, develop your pieces, and on bishop c5, h3. Or bishop e2 if you want. Either way. Wonder if bishop c4 is playable. What do I usually play? I usually play knight c3, and after bishop c5, h3. Yes. Black often plays that. Queen f3, bishop e6, d3, queen d4, and a3 is key. Just to avoid any counterplay against the only weakness after bishop e3. Then black's queen has to retreat. For those of you who need, did Islokan play this as black? This is going to be very amusing. This player liked this opening so much that it deserves a repeat. I obviously don't know how to play it. Getting more and more amusing. Queen takes g4. It really is getting more and more amusing. Bishop takes b5. e6 maybe? Interesting. Who would have known if this were an actual case of yeah, that's a bummer. Now we're really gambiting. You got castled. It is mildly amusing that he got castled. Unfortunate even. Oh. Takes, check. Ow. Can I do this? I think I have no choice but to do this, but I don't like it. Check, check. Queen F1. Yep. In for a penny, in for a pound. Bishop's hanging. Ah, yes. Bow. Bow, bow, bow. I thought you were going to mate me. I thought you might have the mate. So I have to see how that late one did. So we didn't get to round 9, is that it? Well, we did get to round 9. 7 out of 9 points. And I got to play a line that I've never played before. So according to something, there is a daily rapid. Oh, there's a daily super blitz, but when is the daily rapid? The daily super blitz, daily bullet, and then the daily rapid is at 3 o'clock. A little late for me, unfortunately, as we have the Opera Spiel Online League Arena. And the notification has gone out 1 hour in advance, but it's way too early. I think it has to be a half an hour in advance. Needless to say, let's do chess parallels 2. Or, yeah, let's take a look at our standings. I believe Ron Hay is leading in the standing. Oh no, I can't get there from here. I have to go there from here. That brings them up. Ron Hay is leading. I'm in 3rd place. We need a lot of fun stuff. I need to play a Rui Lopez in an Italian game, and a Trompovsky, and as black a Philidor, a Benko. I also need to play a4 and rook a3 and win with white. I think I can do that today. So a4, rook a3. Aside from the normal circumstances here, keeper, keep at least 13 pieces and win. Fast castle, e4, knight f3, bishop anywhere. Bishop, castle's king side. Castle on move 4 and win. Pawn, knight, bishop, castle. Go with black the knight, the first 3 moves. Win without losing a single piece. Berserk a game and win. Is today that day? Maybe it is. We have to write all these down. Getting there. Play at least 3 tournaments in a season. 10 pre-moves. Very difficult. Play 50 games. What are we at right now? We're at 41. So if we play 9 games today, we'll be in business. and the event is starting in a half an hour. We should do it as a separate stream. Puzzle Quest 2020 and 2020 Endgame Maze. Both of these books amazingly good. Secrets of Positional Sacrifice, I cannot stress enough how great this book is. Beating the Night Orf, Rare Lines. Beating the Night Orf, Rare Lines. The way it's phrased, it's always awkward. Basically, it's winning with the Night Orf against h3, bishop c4, g3, etc. The dynamic play and the world champion masterpieces. And right now, of course, we have Informant 160 up there. But we will see everyone back here shortly for the Opera-Spiel Online League. And I don't expect money to be back, but we will raid Chess 24 because of my good buddy for the most part. Or do we want to do leadchess.org? Oh, yes. Let's cancel that raid. And we're going to go to leadchess.org primarily because we have our good friend Grandmaster Gowrie, who never gives us a shout out.
Dragon Burst said, "Oh, just tuned in for the raid."
Oh, nice. Grandmaster Gowrie never gives us a shout out. Oh no, we cannot raid. What? His settings do not allow us to raid. Well, that's not cool. Fine. We'll go where we were planning on going then. Thank you, Dragon Burst, for being here. For those of you who've not yet followed on YouTube, the playlist, please subscribe. Dragon Burst just reminded me. We will see everybody in a few short minutes if we do the
Dragon
Opera
Burst
Spiel.
said, "Didn't see the stream but see you another day."
Yeah. I'll be back in about 35 minutes. 35 minutes for the actual Opera-Spiel Online League. And it is, the time control is a very palatable 3-0 today. So have a great day, everybody. Cheers and ciao. Thank you, Matt Quick Chess, for being here. Please check out the Discord if you've not already. You may also follow on, besides YouTube, all of the socials.